Mwah, mwah. I love you. Starting to see the first bit of sunlight popping up. Been a good hike so far. We just ran into the snow, so I'm guessing we're probably at like 8,500 feet elevation or so. By the end of this, we're gonna be right at 10,000 feet. And man, we were booking it spicy earlier, and then I hit about 8,000 feet and my pace got cut in about half. So it's nice, the sun is finally out. Not using my headlamp, and feels like I'm going about 1.5 miles an hour. If I'm lucky, maybe 2, but I'm just enjoying the time. Here's what it looks like at 9,000 feet. Oh, that sun. There's not, how do you, an ounce of wind, a pound of wind, a sound of wind, a pin drop of wind, whatever. But there's 0 wind up here. It's kind of nice right now because it's so cold that the wind chill would be freezing, and my back is covered in sweat, so there's that. But we got some snow. Do you love snow? I like snow. This guy likes snow. Do I look tired? I've been up since 1:30. Shout out to Kind Bars. I love you. You are so good. I eat you all the time. Thank you. So we just got a little taste of the PCT. We were on there for like 2 miles. And it goes that way, off to the left, northbound, PCT northbound. You see a sign right here. PCT northbound. So I would say Idlewild next year. If I leave on March 8th, I'll be here somewhere in early April. No, a couple weeks, yeah, maybe April, early April. So looking forward to it. I feel really good about today. I've only done about 7 miles right now, but we're also at 9,000 feet. By the end of the day, we should have done 20. That'll give me a really good, oh my God, my hair looks like goofage. That'll give me a really good place to figure out how my training's been going. I can tell you that this time last year, hiking this, I would have already turned around. So big changes in the VO2 level and the endurance level. My legs aren't even tired yet. And if I keep a pace of 2 miles an hour, I don't really get heavy breath unless I'm talking. So ooh, more snow and more elevation. Not enough snow for crampons, but just enough to use these guys to balance. A couple little slippies here and there, but nothing too bad. We are just chugging along this 18-mile trek. Look at this tree is leaning against the other tree. That's kind of cool. There is snow everywhere. It is covered up here. I've got my traction control on my shoes, if you can see them right there. They're not micro spikes, they're called grippers. I got my crampons in my bag in case we need them, but not today. It's like almost 60 degrees right now. It's been a pretty epic morning. Oh my god, epic. I think that's just my word. It's my word. Epic. You can't have it. It's mine now. Cool. Thanks. It's the first cloud I've seen in the sky in like a freaking week. We're gonna have one of the biggest storms in California this year, next week, and this thing is gonna be absolutely obliterated in snow. You can tell this is snow from a few days ago because there's a layer of like ice on the top. You can kind of crunch through it. When it's fresh snow, obviously it, it'd be a lot softer. So this stuff has gone through a couple nights of freeze and sun and then freeze and sun. So, holy shit, porta potty. I can take a poop, not outside. Just hit 10,000 feet. My toes, my footsies, my feet are a little wet. But I got my traction control on, so we're good to go. Another half mile or so to the top, and then it's all downhill. .3 miles to the peak, and then we got another 9 or 10 back down the hill. It is my toes hiking in the snow, your toes get a little extra workout because of all the little twists and turns and things you don't know you're gonna fall in like another inch or two into the snow. It starts to affect you after you do it for 4 or 5 miles at the top here. So a mile and a half, that means we're probably about a half hour from the top. It's gonna be pretty sweet, my friends. Sweet babe Jesus, we made it. And I just turned southern real quick. Maybe some mustache. But the sun looks incredibly. It's another 0.3 miles that way up to the peak. I'm gonna wait for the rest of the crew. Jerry kicked ass today, and he saw me like 20 minutes back on the trail, so he came up, said what's up, and had to go to work, so he couldn't hang with us too long. But I appreciate all you friends coming out with me today. There are 5 friends that came with me today, and it's not an easy hike. Definitely not an easy hike. My toes feel it the most in the snow because you're doing like your phalanges, or are your toes phalanges too? They're like bending and twisting, and then like you hit a snow patch and your ankle kind of twists a little bit, or your foot kind of goes forward. And so that kind of stuff is all the stuff that, you know, like you need to train your feet up for the trail. You can't do that on a treadmill. So something I need to get out and start doing is more of these hikes. This is the last one of the year before it starts to get too crazy. And then we got Christmas next week. Maybe in January, do a couple more little snow hikes. For now, we'll see you at the top in a few. If you make it to the top of San Jacinto, about 500 feet below the peak, you're gonna find a stone cabin. It was built in the 30s. You cannot stay here. There are no permits for it unless there's a life-threatening emergency and you need to stay here because of a storm. This thing is awesome. I first saw this thing when I was like 12 with my grandpa. You're not supposed to leave the door open. This is so cool. 1930s. Stone cabins. Got the bunks in there. I'm not gonna carve my name in it because I'm not a jackass. What's up, baby? Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you. Coming down from the peak, and it is definitely a little harder to get down than up in the snow. That's for sure. I'm kind of making my own trail down since I couldn't figure out where it is. We have been hiking since 3 a.m. It is now almost 5. And hung out at the peak with one friend, and then came down and then went back up to the peak with the other friends. And it's been a good day.
Do it again.
Don't like to take life serious.
Do it again.